Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, Andrew? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good to see you as always. Sarah, thank you for your donation. SP, thank you for your donation. Samantha, you're early. You're early. You came in late yesterday, but you're early today. It's always good to see you. How are you doing, Samantha? We got Carrara, welcome. How you doing? Metamorphic Moments, welcome as well. Okay, well, cool. Well, cool. Let's get it started. So, we'll try it out. Well, what is going on? Why is this not working? My chat thing is broken. Hang on. My chat thing appears to be broken. Why are you broken, Mr. Chat thing? I don't know, but I do need to fix it. That is for sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Hang on. Let me attempt to fix my chat program. Otherwise, this is going to be a really long stream. Welcome, thank you for your donation. Oceani Chap, a generous donation as always over PayPal. I appreciate you. And you are not found. Please don't include the last letters or digits. Okay, let me try it again. I'm going to try it one more time and see what we can do. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day. Okay, good. I got it working. Yay. Yay. I don't know. I wrote the program. So if it doesn't work, it's my fault because I wrote it. You understand? GK, thank you for your donation. Joan, welcome. How you doing? Let's Girl, welcome as well. Christina, Zimmy, we got Star Wisdom, and Bartman. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? What's everybody doing tonight? YouTube user, thank you for your donation. SP is first. SP has a question. Hi. I would like to ask how my next week will be. Any concerning events? Let's go to the Tarot Tower. And if we're going to have a concerning event, we're going to start off with this one here. This one is the magic. No, literally, the Little Wizard's Tarot. This one's the magic. You know what I'm saying? All of that other good stuff. Oceani Chap, thank you again for your very generous donation over PayPal. As always, I appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation, SP. Next week will be any going on concerns, anything like that, other than the camera being out of focus. Any concerns? Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Moon. Not really. I think you're looking at concerns as you approach March. First week of March is going to be kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. Just kind of unusual. So it's just kind of giving you a warning. The first week of March is going to be a little bit on the unusual side. You have a moon. It's almost like we're intersecting something. We're finding something or someone that we haven't found before. A little bit of an unexpected adventure, unexpected encounter in the first of March. Next week, I think it's going to be pretty clean. Ace of Wands says, definitely get what you need done. I wouldn't postpone anything. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but I wouldn't postpone anything because they're going to come back. And this is one of those where you think you can put something off, Reality, you just can't. Reality, you're just going to come back very quickly. People are going to be asking what's going on. Ace of Wands, put that magic out there and get it done. Emma, thank you for your donation. Nicole, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Let me know what your question is. 10 of Cups, it's all about the getting your comfort zone where it needs to be next week. Hit up the shows that give you that comfort zone. Hit up the foods that give you that comfort food feel. It definitely is something to just get comfortable with, get settled. Because getting settled, I think, is important next week. Absolutely, it's going to be very sort of focused, but that's kind of it. It's going to be an unexpected encounter. First week of March, unexpected encounter with somebody. It's like, whoa, who's this? Basically. So there you go. That's a little bit of a hint, So, Nikki, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Nikki, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Now I got your question and you are all good. Actually, let me store that question over here. Does still? Yeah, see, I have a new feature in my program where I can save questions off until later. So I put it in a separate area so I know where it is because chat gets kind of busy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sarah, next couple of months, the Tarot of Oppositions, the Tarot of Oppositions you want, the Tarot of Oppositions you will get. It's right here. Getting it done indeed. Should have become a scientist. Oh, there you go. There we go. A little bit of, whoa, we got a jumper. A little bit of a STEM moment going on. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see. Photographer, scientist, you'll find it eventually. KD, thank you for hanging out with us. How you doing? Good to see you as always. All right, next couple of months, what kind of things are going on? March, April. I think I've said before that you have an interesting kind of an April feel there. It's like once April is getting there, once April is getting full steam, something's up kind of thing, right? Samantha, thank you for your donation. Joan, how is Kitty? Kitty's fine? Oh, no, Andrew's Kitty, sorry. That sounds kind of weird, but okay, anyway, yeah. Andrew, how is your cat doing? SP, good encounter. Okay, we're doing that. All right. Couple of months. The wheel stops. Kind of interesting. I'm reading the Wheel of Time. And the wheel stops. That's kind of where I'm just sort of intercepting this, or where I'm sort of looking at this. The wheel stops. As in the next couple of months, things stop moving. It's like things are really sort of just dragging out. Things are where they're not where they need to be. It's like you're on a different timeline than everybody else. You're on a different time zone, it feels like, than everybody else. There's a lot of people that just don't care about things getting done. And then all of a sudden, it has to get addressed, or it has to get done with that. Really weird. It's like the wheel stops. That's very interesting indeed. Anyway, I think that's sort of what's happening in the next couple of months. You do have the moon reversed as well. Very interesting, sort of have this dog, this sort of more of a menacing dog running around this barren wasteland. A lot of stuff, a lot of resources that you needed just aren't there. They're just vacant. They're just gone. And you're like wondering where they went, or like what's happening to these resources and whatnot. It feels like they're just not there. Page of Pentacles being reversed. You got a little bit of a Five of Wands action as well. I think that the conflict, the fight that you have to do, the sort of where you have to just go forth and try very hard to get anything done. I think that's relieved after the next 3 weeks. It feels like that just sort of really just vacates, or really just everything gets a lot easier with that. But your resources, like some level of support, is just not there when you expected it to be there. It's almost like you were waiting for some resources to be there and they just weren't there. They sort of evacuated. But the overall theme, I would say, for March is the wheel stops. And it feels like everything's dragging. Everything's not moving the level that it needs to be, and you're trying to struggle. You're just trying to push everything forward, even though everyone is sort of working against you in some respects for that. But at least that's what we're going with. Next couple of months. It's sort of an interesting read, kind of a weird read. I think that's your weirdest read yet. I mean, Your weirdest, I'm going to say that's your weirdest read yet. But anyway, but yeah, GK wants to know, will P make efforts towards me? Will be something new for me? P or a new person? We can do a throwdown for that.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
By the way, in case you're new, a tarot throwdown is for a brutal cage match between two options that should be pretty simple to do, but sometimes they got to fight it out. Linda, welcome to the stream. Empress, welcome to the stream as well. By the way, if you're not on my Instagram, it'll be up here in just a moment. My Instagram, I have posted, my friends, right? I have posted a new card, a brand new card on Instagram. Now, I'm just warning you now, this is my Tasty Tarot. Tasty Tarot is a brand new deck that I'm making that basically is all about food. So this is the newest card in the Tasty Tarot. Let me get it in focus. It's the Ten of Swords. So the poor cow, the poor cow has 10 swords with all the juicy steak slices coming out of him or her. Oh, no, actually her. The juicy steak slices coming out of her. So, I mean, you know, you got little gaps. You got little gaps in the cow. And yeah, you got juicy steak slices coming out, not in their proper location for anybody who is a steak connoisseur or whatnot. So, no, that's not the exact location where the rib. Anyway, and you have a very shocked and startled crow that's sort of flying by. It's like, what the world's going on down there? So that is the newest card in the Tasty Tarot, which is going to be on Kickstarter in a couple of months. I do need to print some promotional stuff before I get it on Kickstarter, but there's there's another card for a preview. I'm just cranking them out at this point, getting them done. Juicy Peach, oh my God, it's been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you as always. Juicy Peach. Juicy Peach is the most infamous and famous questionnaire person or most infamous and famous person on the stream, I do believe. Lonnie, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Love her facial expression. When they're ordering steaks out of you and you're still sitting there, you're kind of startled, at least in some respects. Ashley, welcome, and Maxi Girl, welcome indeed. Okay, let's go forth. The P makes an effort towards me, but no. So we got P over here. We got a new person over here. New person looks kind of challenged. P looks better stability. Basically, I think if you're going to dive into the new person arena, you have a couple of challenges there that are waiting for you, or that are just sort of sitting there for you. And I don't think there's something that you want to engage in. It's almost like you're in the queue for something that's going to be a little bit harsher or a little bit kind of whoa, a little bit unexpected, to say the least. It does look like you're in for a hot mess for the next one. So if you want to go forth with P, it looks decent, but it doesn't look like P needs some work, right? Ace of Swords is just not the best card with somebody. It seems like we need to readdress something, or we need to reach out to P, or we need to find out what their general dysfunction is. You have two aces right next to each other. Basically, it's like we need to start over in many respects with P in order to make this work. I think getting P the way they are, trying to fix P or handling P the way they are just doesn't work. We need to readdress things. We need to figure out how to address P properly, because they need a reboot. They need a restart. How we're engaging them right now is not working. We need to rethink sort of our general approach to P in as a whole. Right? Because I think P is a bit defensive. It's like P takes things a little too seriously, or a little too, they're just uptight sometimes. I'm just saying, right? They just don't take that effort. They just don't take that initiative a lot. Now, new people does look a little challenged. I got to say now, looks a little challenged. You got the Heartbreak card, a little bit with a Tower card as well, but a playful. This kind of points to a hot mess for the next one. If you are going to go out and dive out and try to find out and try to figure this thing out with the next person, you're in for a hot mess. So just be prepared for that. A little bit of a fire sign too. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. What I'm saying is, be careful. Be careful with this. You want to dodge the hot mess if you're going to go forth and get out there and try again. But you do have a hot mess in the queue. A hot mess is that. It is a hot person that's very attractive that you're really excited about, but they have nothing but mess once you get in there. Maxi Girl and a YouTube user, thank you for your donations. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's see. Should we just skip to Juicy Peach? I mean, should we just skip to Juicy Peach and come back? I mean, Juicy Peach is going to have the best read. Anyway, we got 2 Nikki. We got 1 Oceani Chap. Let's hop over to PayPal right now and find out what's going on. Oceani Chap is going to be first. Oceani Chap wants to know, I mean, should I become a scientist? Let's get that done. Let's get it done. If I'm going to become a scientist, I'm going to use, I mean, quite frankly, I'm going to use this deck over here, otherwise known as the deck we just don't use very much, the Hermetic Tarot. Hermetic Tarot is what I'm saying. Pretty exciting. What's the face and the wrench beside your names mean? The face is probably Christina, my girlfriend. I'm assuming I'm not, well, can I see it like y'all see it? Maybe I can't see it like y'all see it. Let me look. Wrench and face. Wrench is a moderator. The face is my girlfriend. There you go. So I don't know. Oceani Chap, should I become a scientist? Man, let's see if the STEM is all about you today. Maybe. Maybe. The face means I'm subscribed for stream more than 3 months. The wrench means I'm a mod. See, there you go. I got it right. I have 3 different versions of the chat, and one has no icons. Another has sort of only your face icons, and so I have to go to YouTube to see what everybody else sees. So, you know, I try. Okay, let's see. Hermetic Tarot is one of my top 3. Yeah, Andrew, the top 3, I'm guessing Hermetic Tarot and Push Kitty decks. Maybe Hermetic Tarot and Push Kitty decks. I'm not sure. Anyway, becoming a scientist, the star, Hanged Man, Empress, and Last Judgment. It depends on what science you're getting into. I think a scientist is kind of high level, and sort of drilling down is going to sort of clear it up a little bit for you. Star says you are guided towards STEM. I think your level of intelligence, your level of detail, and your basic approach to things really sort of jives with STEM, right? STEM is going to be you. The star, the daughter of the firmament, you are looking at moving into something, being guided somewhere. And I think STEM is where you are guided. I think science is going to be your forte. But again, you are looking at a very high level of a scientist, so drilling down is going to be the important part. And obviously all majors, Joan, indeed. Hanged Man. The science that you're thinking about may not be what you end up. This is something where it's time to dabble. It is. Stick your toe in the water and see, hey, do I like chemistry? Do I like, I don't know, do I like application programming? Well, it's not science. Well, that's computer science. I mean, do I like application programming? Do I like being a DBA? Do I enjoy a little bit of, you know, being maybe a chemist or I don't know. Anyway, basically where you're going to dive into. The Hangman said what you're thinking of probably is not going to be what you end up with. And that's going to be important to stick your toe in the water. Try a bunch of different things out. See what is more comfortable for you, what excites you the most. Because I think within that high level realm, there is something there that does excite you, that does make you thrilled, that does make you like, oh, I need to pursue that. Hanged Man said, let's give it a shot. Empress says this is your forte. I mean, this is something you'd be good at, something you're going to make the cash, and making the cash, being good at it, getting all the rewards, getting the certifications, the degree, whatever that you need in order to make this work and to be a superstar is very comfortable for you. The Empress says you're just at home there, right? We're very comfortable. We're at home. We sort of understand. We have a mastery level of this. The Last Judgment is interesting too. I think not only do you get into a science, but you also get into a sub-science. It's like the science that you're looking at, some little thing about it is pretty exciting. And you're like, ooh, never even knew this existed. I want to dive into this and get really serious into that. So overall, I like it. I mean, the star with the Empress, you really can't go wrong at that point. That is a definite yes. If anybody is watching, I mean, that is a thumbs up. That is a thumbs up indeed for science. You know, she blinded me with science. Fem, thank you for your donation. Quantum physicist, hey, there you go. I mean, maybe you can explain the mysteries of the universe, because I don't understand it at all. Maybe you can be the next one to do something like that. Okay, YouTube user, in thoughts from me, ways going on in his head. We got the double. Is it the double or triple? We have the double YouTube user shot today. Let's go forth and get that done with a little bit. Another push kitty. Why not? Another push kitty deck. We're just warming up with the push kitty decks tonight. We got another one up in here. And then we're going to do, after YouTube user, we got Nikki with 2 good questions over here. We had a bunch of jumpers tonight. Whatever it is. Hey, it's a win. It's a win. Ian's pretty content with where they're at. They're at a level, right? They're at a level where they think that they have control over stuff. King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. There's a big disconnect between you and N at this moment. The King of Cups says their normal emotional instability, their normal emotional don't give a crap, is sort of coming back to haunt them. Right? It is coming back to haunt them. But they are, I think, occasionally thinking about you. The Queen of Pentacles. They're thinking that when they were with you, when they were there, when they were around you, things were pretty stable. Like you normally just have things going on. Everything's pretty stable. Everything's predictable. You bring a level of comfort to their life, and they like it. SP, thank you for your other donation. They're thinking right now that they are on the winning streak, but not so much. JoJo's about to dump them, but you know, there it is. There it is. But so their thoughts and feelings are that you bring in the stability. They knew stability when they were with you, but their emotional insecurities are kind of coming back to haunt them. Like, what is happening with all of that? Anyway, at least that's what the tarot thinks. Does Manager Jocelyn? Manager Jocelyn see me as a future leader, as a leader of the crew. Let's find out what is going on there. It seems to be constant in your mind. Yeah, you haven't seen, you know, once you're with somebody for a bunch of years, they're kind of a constant in your life. I got to say that. Anyway, does Manager Jocelyn see me as a future leader? Absolutely. King of Pentacles. They see you as a King of Pentacles. Lonnie, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. King of Pentacles. They see you as this. Somebody that knows where they're going. Somebody that has a level of control. And that's kind of where they're at. They see you as that leader. They see you as an innovator. They see you as somebody who can pick things up, run with it, and be independent with that. They are concerned. It feels, again, they're testing you. Is what I'm saying. They're still testing you with that. There are more trials to go. I think there's another trial coming where they want to throw something at you to see what you do. The trial. They're going to throw you to the wolves maybe, and they're going to sort of toss you out into the snow and make you at least do something that's going to be interesting, to say the least. There is a bit of defensiveness against this. I wouldn't be defensive about any future trials. I would just pick them up, run with it, show that you're independent, show that you can do that, and that's going to be very functional for you in the long run. So I think they do see you as a leader, but they have one more trial for you. Coco, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got a double YouTube user, and then we're doing the double Nikki read tonight. The double Nikki read tonight. My friend is wondering if she should text, say happy birthday to him next week. Ooh, maybe they should text and say happy birthday. I mean, I don't know. I mean, as a general rule, I don't think anybody's going to kick you out of bed for saying happy birthday. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Let's find out. Let's find out if somebody's going to kick you out of bed for saying happy birthday. We'll go with this. We'll go with the mysterious happy birthday, because you can just call and say, yo, yo.
Happy birthday!
So we could maybe, let's find out how risky this is. I guess opening that line of communication also could have some ramifications, maybe a little bit. We'll see about that. I'm still looking for your second question. Where the heck? I know you had a second question because I saw it scroll by, but now I don't see it. Nikki, what was your second question? Let me know, because I'm scrolling around, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, text and say happy birthday. I'd give it a shot. I'd go ahead. I would give it a shot. I would go ahead and text and say happy birthday. I think there's some good things waiting here. Now, this is, if they're not talking, there is a level of risk here, because you say happy birthday and all of a sudden they're like, oh, they're interested in me, or, what's going on? And that opens up maybe Pandora's box. YouTube user and breaks. Thank you for your donations. So you could be looking at opening Pandora's box by, opening a line of communication. If the line of communication is closed, you do have that decision that you have to make here. If the line of communication is closed, then you could have some difficulty indeed. So reach out, get that across, and get that done. I think there's some emotional satisfaction to get that as well. Strength says you do have to account for what is the reaction going to be, because maybe they were stalking you, and then you open this thing and you said, hey, happy birthday, and now they're like, oh, they like me, and then they start stalking you again. Whatever the extreme is, you don't want to open that kind of box. Other than that, I say yes. Strength says make that connection. This says look and find the opportune time and place, and then get that done. So, hey, there you go. Strength, welcome to the stream. By the way, there's strength indeed. Samantha, you have not missed your reading yet. We hopped over to YouTube, and we have the double Samantha after Emma. So we got Emma and then Samantha, and Nicole is here for another, Nikki is here from General March Reed. All right, let's go that for one more Nikki Reed and get it done. Everyone is so friendly indeed. I have the best chat ever. Like, I have the best chat. It is the king. This is the best chat on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. General March reading. Let's get it done. I mean, the Page of Swords and, oh man, Page of Swords. Somebody is, Cappy Ram. It's been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. Your communications are taken out of context. Your communications are taken the wrong way. It's like somebody just doesn't understand what you're saying. And I think you should be careful about how you communicate things in March. Definitely. You're looking at a Page of Swords. There is a level of dealing with some unexpected things, but the main message here is that communications being misinterpreted or sort of being weird. There's some weird things going on with that. Leave it. Abandon it in March. It'll be pretty obvious what I'm talking about. Leave it, abandon it, get out. Leave it, abandon it, and get the heck out of there, because there is something else to that you don't see. Mina, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. There's something else to this that you ain't seeing. And if you hang out, you're going to get it in the booty. Page and a page. Ooh, I could be dealing with that situation as well. Man, it is a page month. It is a page month. It feels like there's a lot of immaturity that's hitting you across the face. There's a lot of people that are taking things the wrong way. Definitely be careful about how you communicate things, and make sure that you communicate on an adult to an adult level rather than trying to do any corrections, because I think people take corrections the wrong way in March. So there's a very general... That's a very general, if you know what I'm saying. All right, now we got Emma, then we got the double Samantha. Was my first reading off, or was I too honest? Oh my, it could be. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I don't really know what the context of this question is, but those make the best questions, because you just don't know what the world's going on in there, and you got to figure it out. Anyway, was my first reading off, or was I too honest? Not sure how you're going to read that in the tarot cards, but we're going to wing it. We're going to wing it and make it happen. Six of Cups and the Empress. I think that you were too honest. I'm going to have to go option B. You were indeed too honest. The Six of Cups, there was a connection there. There was a connection there. It was decent connection too. It was a decent connection. It's like we need to talk, right? We need to talk. You were connecting with somebody. You were like, hey, we need to have a discussion. But then the moment happened. The Queen of Swords. If you have watched, Emma, if you have watched my series on all of the court cards, if you have read my book and read the section on the Queen, you're looking at somebody who is just misunderstood, as the Cruella de Vil movie tells you about. You're looking at somebody who's misunderstood, somebody who's coming across as a little too honest or a little too much. And you're looking at that conundrum in this reading. Okay, the court cards, and you're looking at the queens. The court card, Queen. The Queen of Swords, a little bit of evil on the side, labeled as quite the problem queen. This card has a cruel side and knows how well to use it. I think that you were a little too honest and was taken out. It was taken out, and they felt like it was a little bit much for the read. Julie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Julie, you're the same Julie on Etsy, right? With a little bit of a name alteration there? Let me know. Anyway, Julie, I believe you're the same one. Did you get that working? I want to know. Okay, basically, a little too honest with it. The Empress, sometimes you got to be who you are. Sometimes you got to deliver the message that needs to be delivered, even if it is a little too blunt. Because on the stream, many times I'm a little too blunt, but most times I'm a little too blunt. But it's the way it goes. Emma, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's a tarot reading. Entertainment purposes only. Never take it too seriously. Anyway, it sounds like really good Empress. I love Teal's book. Paula, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Samantha's got the double reads tonight. Samantha wants to know. Has the girl who was leasing the apartment left that place yet? Did they leave? Did they abandon it? Did they get the heck out? Because ain't nobody likes them. I don't know. Maybe they're a pain in the booty. It seems like they are a pain in the booty. Okay. You got two wild questions tonight. Samantha's got the wild questions tonight. Oh, man. Might as well go with a little bit of a tarot divine. Tarot of the divine, indeed. Did they leave? Did they get out? Did they move it? Did they haul it up? Not yet. Six of Cups, happy. They're getting prepped. You can see they're handing their stuff off. They're getting everything prepped to get out. They really sort of getting prepped to get out. Nine of Cups, they have one last hurrah before they leave. So I think that they are getting prepared, but they just haven't left quite yet. Anyway, Samantha wants to know also, is my ex popping pills again? You never know what you're going to get on the stream. This is going to be a wild night. I'm telling you now, if y'all think it's going to be a normal night, you are mistaken. You're mistaken. Elia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Same Julie, too lazy right now to touch that computer. No problem, Julie. Let me know. Julie, if you have any issues at all, contact me over Instagram and we can do a voice video call or whatever. I can work you through it. We can get it done. All right. Is the ex popping pills again? Not acting like herself? Yes. Entertainment purposes only. I think so. I think she's in that hole. She's in that hole of depression where things are terrible. Things are awful. Everything's going to crap. It's just awful. She's not feeling good at all. She's feeling like this is just madness around here. And everything that she runs into is like, boo! And she's not happy. She's not happy. She's got the pills. The pills are with her. Look, Samantha. This is live. This is live action right here. The pills are with her. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pills. And she's going to pop them pills because that is what makes everything better. Lexapro is a hell of a drug. But yeah, it's just nice. Anyway, the King of Swords. She has to take control somehow. Maybe self-medicating could be it. I'm just saying, it looks like that they are having some issues, and I believe that they could use some help. Honestly, depression is a serious matter. Hey, I'm on medication for depression, so hey, I know what you mean. Metamorphic moments. Lexapro is a hell of a drug. It works great, but yeah, that you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But entertainment purposes only. But I'm just saying, it looks like we're going with a thumbs up, a little bit of a thumbs up on that. That's kind of a depressing thumbs up for depression. But I'm just saying, ain't feeling like herself now. Juicy Peach, it's finally time. It is finally time indeed for Juicy Peach. Juicy Peach is back. It's good to see you, Juicy Peach. All right. Now, if you don't know Juicy Peach, she's probably the most famous querent that we've ever had on the stream, without a doubt. The first question Juicy Peach had was that they had a coworker that was sniffing their hair. And they were trying to seduce the coworker. And now they were trying to seduce a monk. And now it's the guru. Okay, so I think so Juicy, level up. Are you trying to seduce the guru? I know you had a relationship with them online and y'all were doing stuff and he'd like to watch you dance or something like that. But anyway, so now you're trying to figure out, does the guru fantasize about me or something like that? I'm trying to get level set on here. Neve, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm trying to get level set before I do the read. How can I get him to flirt with me? So it sounds like you're still trying to seduce the monk. So like you're still trying to seduce the monk. Let's find out. If I'm going to seduce a monk, I am going to use Andrew's favorite deck. I'm going to use Andrew's favorite deck to seduce. This will seduce a monk. By the way, in case you don't know what this is, it's the Little Buddha Tarot. If you're going to seduce a monk, the Little Buddha Tarot gets it done, okay? Gets it done. I know I'm bad. I'm trying to be pure. Juicy Peach, I mean, ain't nobody judging you. I think you're amazing. I think you're awesome. You're the most entertaining person we've ever had on the stream by a long shot. All right. Anyway, let's see. All right. We need to see, does a guru fantasize about me? How can I get him to flirt with me? We're going to have to mix 2 decks together to make this happen. Number 1, we need the Little Buddha, but number two, we need to mix this in with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay, so we're going to have this the first time. Well, no, I've done this many times, but so we're going to have to get this and do this in order. Okay, we have this card, and then we have that card. We have this card, and then, ooh, boobies. Boobies could be how this works. This could be a very interesting reading indeed. Strength, and Joan, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. I mean, if y'all need it, I mean, we're going with the Juicy Peach read now. Okay, do they fantasize about me? I think they do. The 2 of Cups. This is a strong connection. This is very nice indeed. I think that the Little Buddha fantasizes about you right now. I think they have you on the mind. No issues, no doubt about it. Look at that. They go back to the temple and they fantasize about Juicy Peach indeed. Okay. King of Pentacles. Oh, this is interesting. King of Pentacles next to the Star. And I think they're a boob man. That's one of those. You got a little bit of the King of Pentacles. They're happy. They're content with everything that they have. And I think they're fantasizing about the upper torso per se. I got to keep it G. But yeah, I do think there's some fantasy things going on. Now, how do we get them to flirt with you? Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Acting a little innocent, acting a little bit of an innocent. I think it sort of draws them in. Like you're a little bit of a challenge is what I'm saying. A little bit of a challenge. I think the more challenged you are or something like that, I think we have some things going on there. Page of Cups. It's like you don't really know what you're doing. You don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden they see that opportunity or they see something where they can get it done. Ace of Wands, you see them sort of coming in here. Well, no pun intended. You see them sort of coming in here, you know, sort of doing the approach. So it's the innocence, it's the level of, you know, sort of attractiveness, and I guess sort of acting innocent, acting a little bit nonchalant. All of a sudden they see opportunity and they come on in. So yeah, I think there's a way to make them flirt with you, and I think we have some fantasy going on. So that is what I'm talking about. That's all you...
Music to make love to.
That's all you need, Juicy Peach. You get those two things done, and I think you're in for a home run. Absolute home run with the guru, getting the guru done. So yeah, you got to keep it G. You don't know, there may be kids up in here. Somebody asked a question the other day if they should do their first time with Fred or whoever the person was. I was like, oh my, I didn't know I thought everybody was over 21. I mean, maybe not. It's YouTube. I got to keep it G. Anyway, so there is the G version of the guru fantasy action going on. YA, thank you for your donation over PayPal. You will be after Maxi Girls. You're about 3 away. Work. Rest of February and March. Tarot in Wonderland. Let's get it done. Go back here. Now, I mean, it's hard to recover after Juicy Peach read, I'm telling you now. But we're gonna recover. We are gonna move on right now. We're gonna move on with the Tarot in Wonderland as per requested. There we go. Hello, Ms. Rocky. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you're new here, what are you doing? Okay, 2 things you need to do before you leave the stream. One is hit that like and sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. It lets YouTube know that I don't stink. The more YouTube thinks I don't stink, the better, is what I'm saying. And after you hit that like and sub, please go to my Instagram and follow me on Instagram. The Instagram will be up here in just a moment. The reason I say that is because I'm cranking out a new tarot deck. This is my newest card that I made today, the 10 of Swords. It is a cow that's being stabbed, and all sorts of juicy steaks are coming out of them, and they have little holes in their body, and they have a startled crow flying above them. So I'm posting a tarot card every other day and cranking it out. This is going to be a new deck that I'm creating that's pretty dang exciting, and hopefully y'all will get a chance to pick that up. Okay, after I do some promo, I need to buy some promo stuff like stickers and all this other stuff. Anyway, it also has the very infamous cloth. It has the Tasty Tarot cloth. This is a high quality cloth. I'm going to hype this cloth more later, but you know. Anyway, okay, work rest of February and March. Let's get it done. Page of Swords into the Ace of Swords. Manager has something to tell you during this time frame. Manager has something important to say to you. It's like they have some information for that. It's almost like that they need to communicate something for you, into you, and you're just like, but they have a communication that's going to be important, that's coming up. It could be related to your job, raise, promotion, or something like that. It could be related to money, too. But they definitely want to have a conversation with you. Page of Swords into the Ace of Swords. I would expect that rest of February and March. Be prepared. King of Cups. Who is starting the drama? Who is it? Who is it? 90% of the time, I say if you see drama at work, ignore it. Don't participate. Don't get involved with it. Don't get, to where you have to defend yourself or something like that. In this particular case, you need to find out what's going on with the drama. It feels like there's something else happening. There's something else happening with this. It goes deeper than just casual drama. There's something else going on. You need to get involved. Now, the weird part is it's not about you, but it's something that you need to get sort of understand what's going on. So don't engage in it. but you need a level of understanding what's happening because you know this person. The lovers. I think everybody kind of likes you a little bit more. What are you doing? Is there something starting up? It's like people need your advice. People need to talk to you. People need your advice about something. It's like you're head of the project, or you're doing something. You're doing something right in February and March. Anyway, YouTube user, will I meet someone romantically anytime soon? We can try that out with the Tarot in Wonderland and see how romantic that you can get. How romantic that you can get. I mean, hey, romanticizing temperance, 5 of Cups, and strength. This is something where you've already met somebody. You've encountered somebody, and they're going to come back. They're going to come back. You've encountered somebody, and they're going to come back and change a little bit and intrigue you a little bit. And you're sort of interested in what's going on with this person. But yeah, it's somebody that you've already met that you have an opportunity with. So I'm going to say a thumbs up. A little bit of a thumbs up. Somebody that you already met that you have an opportunity with, that you can take at that advantage, and you can go forth and get that done. I think that's going to be the fun part. It's going to be the fun part indeed. YA, you are about 3 away. By the way, in case you wonder what the queue looks like, as always, it's long. We are, how many before Lonnie? We are 5. We have 5 to go before Lonnie, and then we have all of these to go. So we're cranking them out as much as we can. It is the Tarot Oracle Show, the way it goes. Maxie girl, what would happen if I confront my friends about them talking about me on my video recording while I was riding my horse? That's a lot of details. That's a lot of details. Confront my friends about them talking about me on my video recording while I'm riding my horse. So let me get this straight. You put a video recorder, or you put your phone up there to record yourself riding a horse, right? And meanwhile, they're standing right next to the video recorder and they didn't see it. And so they start gossiping about you. They're like, Maxie girl, blah, 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 blah. Maxie girl, blah, 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 blah. And so you go to watch this video of you riding a horse. Instead of enjoying it, you hear Maxie girl, blah, 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 blah. You're like, what the hell? What's going on? Is that why? Am I getting that right? I wonder, am I getting that right? I'm Maxie girl. Let me know. Actually, are you still in chat, Maxie girl? Did you leave? Did you? Yes. Look at that. Look. Ooh, H-Town Gil. Thank you for your donation. Very generous. I appreciate you. Look at that. I nailed that. Maxie girl. I mean, see, you came in here. You came in here thinking, you know, there's a fat man reading tarot cards. I'm going to give him a couple of dollars to see if he's any good. And I nailed that. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, what will happen if I confront my friends? Now, you're going to go back with the video recording, and you're going to say, yo, the hell's going on with you two? I'm trying to ride my horse, and all of y'all just won't shut up. Y'all, okay, do you need to confront them or not? 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands. I think you should not confront them. You should not confront them, okay? 8 of Swords. Hang on. Don't do nothing. You know, don't do nothing. You got to surround yourself with swords. Don't do nothing, because I think ain't nothing good that could come out of it. Queen of Wands says, go your own way here. Do your own thing. And just ignore what just happened. Page of Coins, though, you probably don't want to trust them with any important information, like, you know, your credit card, a PIN, or, you know, any passwords or anything like that. What I'm saying is the Page of Coins, I would not trust them with a lot of information. If they're going to be going blah, 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 Maxie girl, you ain't got time for that. And you need to sort of cut bait with some of the information sharing that you've been doing with these people. Chaya, thank you for your donation. I mean, I'm just saying, they kind of broke your trust. That's what I'm saying. 2 of Wands, look for some better friends. Bottom line, look for some better friends. But no, I wouldn't confront them with that, because now they're defensive and they're already gossip. Now you're going to have to deal with more garbage from these people. Life is too short. Move on. Maxie girl, life is too short. Move on. You got to move on. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to deal with all of that. I think it would be very satisfying to go up with that video recording, but I wouldn't do it. I just be your better self, make yourself productive, make yourself a success like you're doing right now, and make yourself happy. And let everybody else be as jealous as they want to be. The jealous as they want to be. That's what I'm saying. Colby, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, you see these people every day. Yeah, maybe you should minimize your communication with them. I mean, I'm just saying, if somebody just screws me on trust, I ain't sharing squat with you again. I mean, I'm not doing it. Fem, is M getting canned next week? Fem, there's always somebody getting canned over there. There's always somebody getting canned over there. Fem, where the world are you working at McDonald's? Like, what's going on? Is M getting crap canned next week? Magician, 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Coins. I don't think next week is happening. No, I don't think next week. No, the Magician. I think that they're pretty much rocking it right now. Next week is not the time for them to get canned. Queen of Coins are still earning that money, and they are still going strong. 4 of Wands, happy home, happy family. They're still there. Not much you can do. Emma's not going to get canned next week. So we're going to go. We're going to go with a thumbs down on them getting crap canned next week. I mean, they get canned eventually, but not next week. All right, YouTube user, thank you for your donation. By the way, we're ending soon. We have like a gazillion. How many donations do we got tonight? Why am I ending soon? I'm not going anywhere. Never mind. We're not ending soon. I don't have any place to be. I mean, I don't got anything to do. I don't got any place to be. So we're staying home tonight. So I ain't got nobody to see. I ain't got places to be. I ain't got nobody to see. So let me look and see what the status of what's going on tonight. Status is, yeah, we got all the time in the world. We got all the time in the world. I already made my card, my tarot card, you know. Anyway, so they're not getting canned. What's the next thing? Lonnie, any movement with my Gemini this month? And then, by the way, it is time for the PayPal donations. We still got YA. I still got your question in the queue. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate you. We'll find out why your son doesn't talk to you and all this other stuff. Okay. Lonnie, any movement with my Gemini? Let's see what the Gemini is doing over there. Unpredictability, maybe. A little bit of the unpredictability thing going on. Movement with Gemini. Oh, Jesus. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Yeah, you got some drama. You got a little bit of the drama going on. A little bit of drama with this person, with this Gemini. 10 of Swords next to a 10 of Cups. Like promises broken, this beautiful thing promised, this beautiful thing presented to us, and then it doesn't get satiated, doesn't get satisfied, it doesn't materialize. The 10 of Swords next to the 10 of Cups is like happy home, happy family is being carrot on a stick in front of us, waved around. We're like, oh, happy home, happy family, I'll take it. But the Gemini has the other side, the 10 of Swords. By the way, the Blueberry Hollows deck is what this is called, the Bumbleberry Hollows. So I think that's what's occurring, at least for that. The 4 of Wands with the, this is so interesting, right? This needs to be behind the reeds. 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. A good, satiated, happy home that gets downgraded into a beginner home or something that is not exactly the place that we want to be. 2 of Pentacles, we have to make some decisions about it. Okay, summarizing up. Your carrot on a stick of a happy home, happy family, it doesn't get satiated, it doesn't get realized, doesn't get manifested. 4 of Wands says the home structure, the stability gets downgraded a little bit instead. And then decisions have to be made. So there you go. That's the movement that happens this month. Very high level, but also very Yeah, that's kind of specific. That's kind of specific. Anyway, the kiwi's fruit. Yeah, the kiwi fruits are all over the place. They're in all sorts of cards. They're like they're in all sorts of the cards. All of a sudden they're just there. They're just there. I got another SP donation. Okay, we need to hop over to PayPal and do the YA's read, which is why doesn't my son talk to me? All right, why? Ooh, why are we? No, it's more like why do I have all caps? Why doesn't my son talk to me? Epic. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Your donation is epic indeed. H-Town Gill, you're like 15, no, you're like 11 readings away. You're 11 readings away. Epic, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Why doesn't my son talk to me? We're going with the This Might Hurt. I think there's some important information that you need to know about this. There's something here that's deeper than what you think. YA, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it immediately. There's something deeper here than you realize as far as this going on. 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Hangman. Life of Destiny. Thank you so much for your donation. Why are they moving? Where are they moving to? Why are they moving? Why do they have such instability? There's some instability here. YA, bottom line, there's some instability in this person's life. It feels like that they blame you for some of it. 3 of Wands. They don't really know what's next. It's almost like there's an unpredictability, instability in there. Coco, you're next. Instability, unpredictability in there where they just don't know where it's going or what's happening next. They feel like that their stability is questionable, to say the least. 7 of Pentacles feels like they're just blaming you for something. They're blaming you for something. It's something that wasn't your fault, something that you didn't do, but it's in their head that you're the fault of this, even though that you weren't. There's just a big level of miscommunication between between you and them. The Chariot, where are they moving to? What are they moving towards? They feel like that they're moving someplace and they have no control over it. They feel like, again, they don't have control over their destiny. They feel like they're out of control and they feel like they're being moved. They're being shoved in a direction that they don't like at the moment. Hanged Man said they have a drastic reality difference between you and them, maybe caused by another person, maybe on that, just, it seems to be caused by, it just didn't pop into their head. It's almost like that they talked to somebody and they got the wrong impressions, and just all of these things sort of culminated to be just some issue that's going on with that. All right. Anyway, so Coco and then SP. I know we got to do what you got to do. SP. Sometimes I got to do what I got to do. Anyway, let's see. Coco is next, and then it's SP. My question is, S says she has a best friend, but the other day she accidentally texted me talking about something negative about me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Coco, that's mean. That's mean. So she texts she texts you, but she's trying to text somebody else, and she said some crap about you. That's brutal. Can I trust them after that? Oh my. We're going with the This Might Hurt tarot still. We got a lot of miscommunication. A lot of miscommunication up in this chat. That's what I'm saying. Something's going on with all of this. Man. 2 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 6 of Cups. I wouldn't trust her, no. I wouldn't trust her. Sorry. That is a life decision you got to make. But no, I would not trust her. She's already smack talking you, and I wouldn't trust her. She's your sister-in-law. She's family. You got to love her, but you don't trust her. The Devil. Anybody that smack talks you and then accidentally text you is not the best. The 2 of Pentacles, be careful how you interact with this person, okay? The Devil into a 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is a family member. 6 of Cups is like an older person with a younger person. I wouldn't confront them about it. I don't think they have any remorse about it. It just seems like that they have some issues with you. Good news is, I don't think they have any big, major issues with you. I think it's a couple of minor things. But this is somebody who likes a couple of minor things and likes to hang on to it because it gives them excitement, at least in my opinion. Now, SP, MBB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. SP's finally up. Finally up. Is something going to happen? SP wants to know, is something going to happen? If something's going to happen, it's going to happen with the Tarot Oracle deck. That something's going to happen with the Tarot Oracle deck. Is something going to happen, or is it just me? Am I just getting some anxiety? I mean, Lexapro is a hell of a drug, but should I get some anxiety? Should I get some anxiety? Something's going to happen. No, I just think it's general anxiety. I don't think anything's going to happen. No, I think it's just general anxiety. You do have, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're expecting something. You've been expecting something. You're going to keep expecting something, but you're not going to get anything. You have just this cycle that is just there. Not a lot you can do. Things just go the way that they go. And I think that you're expecting something that's just not going to happen. So rarely do I say that something's not going to happen, because usually, you know, when you ask a question, usually you're kind of on target. But I'm just going out on a limb here. I'm saying that there's nothing going to happen. I mean, you have just stability across the board. So you have a stability across the board. I just don't see. I just don't see anything coming. Maybe it's just a misfire or something. I don't know. Well, past future trials thrown by way by my manager. All right, YouTube user is like in the Squid Game over here. YouTube user is literally in the Squid Game, and YouTube user wants to know, will they survive the next trial? The next trial of the YouTube user Squid Game. Yeah, I think you're going to nail it. The good news is that you're smart enough to know that you're being screwed with. You're smart enough to know that you're being screwed with. And I think that gives you a leg up. It's like in the Squid Game where the guy knows what the next game is. He has a little bit of a leg up. And I think that's what makes it magic. I think that's what makes it happen. The moon said you have an intuitive feeling that something's going on here. So I think that you have a leg up on this. Now, you do have a lot of different trials. You do have some trials that are coming, but that's going to be all right. Overall, you're going to be able to nail it. Not going to be a problem. I think you're just going to be just fine. You're just going to be just fine. Give you a thumbs up. The stability is there. Everything looks good. Monica, it has been a minute. How you doing? Val, welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. Hanging out with us tonight. Breaks. How will I do in the interview? What is the advice? All right. Well, you know, first off, entertainment purposes only. I'm not an interviewer. And if I were, I would be the weirdest interviewer in the history of interviewers. So this is an entertainment reading about the interview. What's the advice about going to this particular interview, or what is going to be what's going to be examples for that? Oh man, being comfortable is the key here. Being cool and comfortable is the key. If you look like that your head's about to explode, I think they're going to take that the wrong way. They're actually going to mention that after the interview, okay? You got to be comfortable. You got to be relaxed. You got to be nonchalant about it. Because if you're high tense, if there's something up, if you look like your head's going to blow up, I don't think they're going to take it the wrong way, and it's not going to be good for the interview at all. Having the knowledge about the company is big. So as always with any interview advice, have some questions to ask about the company. In other words, I researched your company and I noticed this and this. How would I go about doing this or this? Or you have questions about their company that are good questions. You definitely want to have some of those. You're looking at company, the big organization. You want some questions about that. As always, a standard interview practice. Be prepared for ask a couple of questions about their company, because you don't want to just ask no questions and walk out. You also want to, just be aware of what they do and how they do it. So kind of what your role is, what kind of questions you're going to get, and stuff like that. Anyway, there is some, when you get in the interview, you're going to be asked about something that's very specific. And it's something you already know the high level of, but they want the specifics of it. It's almost like it's the first thing. It's not the main thing that the interview is about. It's some sub thing like that. So in other words, they want a little bit more specific information about something. So be prepared for drilling down a little bit more than you expect in a particular matter. The king says, be very sort of connected emotionally to these people, right? You be connected emotionally to these people. So be connected, be intuitive with it, and sort of feel what they're feeling, and be on their platform, or be able to connect with them emotionally. So there you go. So that's kind of the interview. I think it'll go well. So there's all of your advice. I don't see anything drastic there that would make, bad news or anything, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to go fairly well. Cappy Ram, what are the Aquarius's intentions? What kind of things are they waiting for? What kind of things are they doing with that? Let's do that with the Golden Wheel. One of the best tarot decks that I have. I'm very happy to have this one. I love this tarot deck, I'm going to have to say now. One of my faves. Cappy Ram, it has been a hot minute since I've seen you. Good to see you as always. The Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. Their intentions are to get moving. They want to get moving. They do. You have a couple of nines and you have a Chariot across there. Nine of Wands into the Nine of Cups. It feels like that they don't want to plan anything. They just got to keep moving. They just want to keep moving. They just want to make the next thing action happen, and they don't want to look back. And I think that's kind of a pattern here. They don't look back. They just look forward. If they look back, they could see some issues, some problems that they had run into before. Nine of Cups says they have an overly optimistic view on things, and I think they're going to try to go forth from there. But overall, their next intentions for you are just to keep moving. The Chariot, we got to get some motion going, got to get some movement out there, and they don't really care about the consequences of it. It just looks like that. Not really. They sort of just winging it kind of thing. Anyway, YouTube user, coworker Waze, thoughts and feelings about me. This is Waze. There's an app in the US called Waze. It gets you directions to places. And it's messing up on me. The directions are bad. It's messing up on me sometimes. But if I was a coworker named Waze, I would say, what are their thoughts and feels for me? I would cut bait with this one. Four of Wheels. This is not somebody that's going to be sharing this with you. It's going to be somebody sort of pull it back. Somebody that's not going to be very communicative with you as far as that goes. What they're presenting is not exactly what is there. The Emperor, the little bit on the selfish side. Five of Swords is the interaction. Anything that you kind of pick up with them would be challenged to get going. So I'm just YouTube users. I would cut bait with that individual. Julie wants to know, is Jason the guy of the long distance but short relationship with? Julie, there you go. Long distance, short relationship. Long distance relationships are weird. There comes a time in a long distance relationship where you got to throw down. We got to do a tarot throwdown. You got to be like, okay, crap or get off the pot at that point. Crap or get off the pot in a long distance relationship. Either you're going to come see me, or you're not going to come see me. If you're never going to come see me, then we got an issue. We just have an issue. Monica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So yeah, what is going to happen with this? Is this the guy? Six of Wands. Oh, yes, 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 and yes. I think that's it. I'm going with a thumbs up. This could be this going on. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory, is a good card to have. With this, the interaction with the six is pretty powerful. And then with the Four of Wands, Happy Home, sort of making a home with that. Eight of Pentacles, it becomes too much work. It becomes a little heavy, a little bit too heavy. The Devil, we finally have to work out the details, and it just ends it overall. So I think this could be the person indeed. Jason looks decent for this role. Jason looks decent with this role. Speaking of this role, by the way, we're ending soon. MB will be the last donation of the night. How will Simpson react next week if I flirt with him? If I'm going to go up there and be like, yo, Samson, how you doing? How you doing, Samson? I'm flirting with you. Samson and Delilah. Let's find out. If, flirting with them, just don't cut their hair, I guess. Okay. Anyway, if I flirt with him next week, is he going to freak out? What is he going to do? Elia needs to know this information. This could be important. Five Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Cups. I think they'll be okay with it. They're going to have an unusual reaction, but they'll be okay with it. It's almost like that they're going to take it as a compliment, and then they're going to kind of move on. They're going to take it as a compliment and move on. Three of Wands. I'm just going to move on. Hey, Elia likes me. That's cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Seven of Cups. I'm not really going to do anything about it. Five of Pentacles. This is not exactly where I want to go in my life, but hey, I'm getting that ego boost. The Seven of Swords, I'm getting the ego boost from this, but they don't really go anywhere with it. So I think you just boosting their ego, and they're not really going to do anything about it. They're going to be like, oh, that's amazing, but yeah, I think I'm going to move on. So, I don't think they're going to have a heart attack. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay with the coronary heart attack there. Joan, how can I get more energy and motivation to get shit done? Joan, let's find out. We get some more motivation. We need to get some things done. We've been lax on getting everything that we need to get done. And, at the end of the day, it's all about focus. It's all about focus. The Chariot. You just got to get it done. Justice, obscurity, and the Five of Wands. At some point, you just got to get it done. Here's what the problem is. Coco, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate your tip. Thank you so much. I think you just got to get it done. Movement is key. Movement is key. It's not about the energy. It's not about the motivation. It's about movement. Once you get the snowball rolling down the hill, it picks up more steam and picks up more steam. Keep moving. The Chariot, keep moving, keep doing it, and don't really think about it. Don't think I need motivation. Don't think I have other things to do. The problem is you have other things that you're thinking about that are taking priority over this. Clearly, you're not just vegetative state in bed all day. You have other stuff that you're doing. But the motivation is not there because you're just not moving. You're just not getting things started. Once you start something, now you got to finish it. Now you're moving. Now you have that motion going. So it's not about motivation. It's kind of keep on moving and keep going, right? When you're in art, you keep the brush moving. That's it. You don't think about it's a blank canvas, I'm scared. You keep your brush moving. Even if you screw up something, you keep the brush moving, you fix it, and you move on. If the brush isn't moving, you're not making art. Same thing with computer technology and all this other stuff. This is Meraki tarot, by the way. So keep moving. Keep the brush moving. Justice card. You need to balance out what's important. I think you have things that are taking priority over this, right? Five of Wands. You have conflicting priorities. Make sure that you can balance things out. Allocate a few minutes to this. Allocate a few minutes to that. Problem is if you just do one thing and you neglect everything else, you're going to get in the situation that you're already in. Obscurity. There is no motivation. You don't have to get motivation. You already have the energy. You already have the motivation. You just have other things you're motivated more about than the stuff that you have to get done. So keep the brush moving, as they say. How about my communication with M, Guy B? Okay, let's see about M and see if the communication is going to be all right for that individual. Let's see. Communication with M. Let's find out if that's going to be important. Is that going to be important? You got the M guy there. Let's see. Six of Pentacles? The Lovers, the Three of Wands? I think it's going to be great. It's almost like M doesn't see you coming. Like M doesn't expect something, or M is not prepared, or M takes you're taking M a little off guard. Strength. You take them a little bit off guard. The Six of Pentacles, you have this communication, you're throwing it out there. And the Lovers, it's a good communication. It's a good connection. Everything seems to be pretty solid. But like the Three of Wands, you're like, what? They didn't see this coming. Overall, it'll be great. First two cards are fantastic, beautiful. I think the communication is going to be fine. They're just going to take them off guard a little bit, but hey, expect it because the tarot reader guy told you to, and then everything is fine. H-Town Gill has a question. Thank you very much for your generous donation. H-Town Gill, what do you want to know? Let's go over here to chat. What are my person's next move towards me? Let's find out. Let's go with a deck that we haven't used in a bit. The Vox Arcana deck. I like that. It's hard to start. Yeah, it is hard to start. You just got to get going. A lot of times for my tarot cards, I'll just start a card and it'll be completely unrelated to the card that I'm making. And then all of a sudden the card I'm making becomes really obvious what I want to do for it. It's like, oh, but the only reason I got the idea is because I was working on some other card. Right? I was working on some other card. Anyway, have a great evening, Coco. Good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and your donation. What are my next person's next ideas or next movement towards me? Ace of Pentacles, the World, the Knight of Wands. Why aren't they making movements towards you? Why are they stalled? Why aren't they being up front? This person's being kind of not up front with you, but they're being a little bit subversive about some things. It feels like they're almost being a little bit sneaky about some things. They don't really have any obvious intentions. A lot of their intentions are being misread. A lot of their intentions are being pulled back. The Ace of Pentacles, it feels like you're only getting a surface level connection with this person sometimes. Like you just can't get a deeper connection. You just can't reach the levels that you want to reach with this person. The Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you're working. You're not making any progress with this individual as well. The World and the Knight of Wands. I think this stuff clears up. I think it clears up a little bit. Either they're going through something weird, there's a big disconnect, there's a big distance between you, but I think it's getting cleaned up. The World, it's like things are coming around again. What comes around goes around. A little bit of Wheel of Fortune action within the World. They've come all the way around. And now they're back. And now that they're back, I think that they're going to be a little bit better as far as how your communication has been going. Knight of Wands says they're going to make a move then, or they're going to make a sort of an approach after that time. But it seems they need to take an adventure before they come back, or they need to do some stuff before they come back, because a lot of this stuff is just miscommunication. A lot of this stuff is not clear, and they seem to be holding back a little too much for your comfort. There you go. That's very specific. Maybe too specific. Outlook for the rest of this month. Let's find out if that's going to be, if you're going to have a nice outlook, I'm going to have a nice outlook. Val, thank you for following me on Instagram. I appreciate that, Val. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my Instagram. Hopefully you like all of the pictures over there. And your outlook for the rest of the month. Make yourself available. Make yourself available. It really feels like that, right? Just be out there. Make yourself available. Make yourself in that mode. 5 of Swords says we're going to hit some stumbling blocks. Some stumbling blocks. 3rd week of February, some stumbling blocks are going to be there. Just take it. Just take it, move with it. You're not going to be able to do much with that. 8 of Cups. We've been dodging the best we can. We're going to have to face some of this. Just making sure that you're out there and in the open and available. Because I think there's some people that need you, or there's some things that need you that are going to sort of be attracted to that. The 4 of Cups is the people or the things that have been waiting for you. They're going to come across and come in, right? They're going to come across, they're going to come in there, and they're going to make a connection with this. It's like there's a connection that's been hovering around that you haven't seen that is about to hit you. Is what I'm saying. So be out, be open, and be available. Colby, general messages. Let's find out what general messages we have. By the way, we got 4 more to go, and then I'm going to go eat a banana. No, I'm going to eat some steak and take a shower. Eat some steak and take a shower. So let's find out what's going on with the general messages for Colby. Colby, look at a general message out there. I mean, you are looking at escapism. How much can you escape from this situation? That's the message, Colby. How much can you escape from this situation? How can you get out? You have some clues that are going to lead you somewhere. They're going to guide you in a particular direction that could be unexpected. The clues are sort of sitting there, and you need to escape, and you need to find out where the clues are. There's also a barrier. There's also a barrier between you and the next thing, a barrier between you, the next objective, or the next goal with that. Knight of Swords, it says don't let the barrier stop you, just run it over. Just mow it down, run over it. Knight of Swords says get it going and get done. Now, it's not going to be easy. Colby, it's never easy. It's never easy. But I think that's important to just do it. Just do it and get it done. The blockages are not as big as you think they are. So, hey, there you go. There you go. There is your general message. Very vague, but very specific at the same time. Who is this person coming back? Is it going to be A or N? Let's find out. Let's find out. Single shot, single roll, justice. It's going to be A. I think the first person that comes back is going to be A. When they come back, I don't think they come back fully. I think this person opens the communication lines with you. I think it's going to be A. The first person that comes back is going to be A. I think they open the communication lines with you. And I think that's going to be important. They open the lines. Where you're going to go with that, that's up to both of you. But they do open it up. Why is my male friend not asking me out anymore? What is feelings towards me? Epic. It has a non-epic moment. Their male friend is not talking to him anymore, not asking him out. They're like, you know, I'm busy. I don't have time. Man, Knight of Cups. Did they find somebody else? I mean, it really looks like they found somebody else, right? You got a Nine of Cups, Mr. Romance, next to keeping it secret, holding things in, not sharing information. Epic, I'm just saying, I think they found somebody else. I think they found somebody that they're sort of chasing with this. You have this concern and worry. If they tell you something weird's going to happen, something unusual is going to happen if they tell you. They're like, I'm not sure I want to share this information or something like that. H-Town Gill, I already did your reading. Rewind about 10 minutes. Rewind about 10 minutes. You'll see your name down here. So rewind 10 minutes, and there you go. Anyway, it's like they're concerned about telling you, about sharing this with you. They have some information that they just haven't shared, and it is that they're seeing somebody else. They found somebody. Okay? That's basically it. Epic. I think they're interested in someone. They're kind of weirded out sharing it with you. And that's what's going on. I think that's what's going on with this. Anyway, that seems to be the issue with that. Let's go with the Key Tarot. We have so many decks. We have like 4 decks we still have to unbox. We haven't boxed. Does D want me back? I mean, hey, if you can get the D, take the D. But does D want us to come back? Does D want us to return? 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. Man, I think D likes you a lot. There's a pretty good thing reading here. 4 of Swords. They miss you. This has been too long separate. They've been too separate from you. They're not that thrilled anymore. They feel like they're missing some stuff. By the way, this is the Key Tarot. It's been too long. Life of Destiny has just been too long at this point. And that's interesting. 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. With you, everything was predictable. With you, everything was stable. There's a level of comfort between y'all that just can't be had with anybody else in their opinion. I mean, that's the way it goes. But absolutely, they want you back. I think this is very important. It's like the whole deck, the whole read is just one big 7 of Swords. And the last reading of the night, when will I find somebody to love? When will I find somebody? Because we need more love in chat. We got plenty of love in chat, but we could always use more. When can we find somebody to love? We're going to say the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You end up in a long-distance relationship, and you end up going to meet them. I mean, you end up in a long-distance relationship, and you end up going to meet them. You're looking, and it costs... I really think you're looking at August. I really do. Knight of Wands. I have to take some action towards this. This person's really cool. They really have a lot of fun. They have a lot of interesting things. They have a lot of good things with that. It feels like there's too much of a distance, though, to make it happen, but I think you can make it happen. 6 of Pentacles says you're the one that has to go meet them, and you have to sort of cash out, do the money, and make the Chariot action and go there. But you go there with an extra horse so they can ride the horse almost. It's like you go there with big expectations, a lot of expectations. But yeah, it's a little bit of a long distance, and I think you're kind of starting this kind of thing in August. At least that's what the tarot deck says. So there you go. Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. And that is it for me. Thank you for joining me. We will see you tomorrow.